Hi guys, this is Will. Today we're gonna review this module, and this module is instrument indication. And so today we do the review in the cockpit of our airplane B90. So here we go. In this module, we learn the basic principle of the instrument working and learn the basic indicator and what they shows and what's the principle of inside. And first I'm gonna show the first basic one is the basic T here, 1 2 3 4 gauge here. On the top left is airspeed. Airspeed use it's a kind of differential pressure, and it measures the differential pressure between the pitot pressure and the static pressure. And second one is the artificial horizon, or another name for it, it's attitude indicator. It can shows the pilot of the attitude of the airplane, and it can shows the roll and pitch axis during the flight. And the principle of this one is based on the rigidity in space of the gyro. The right one on top is the altimeter. This one shows the altitude of the aircraft, but not the cabin altitude. Some pressurized fuselage may contain the cabin altitude. I'll show you here. Here, this is the cabin altitude to show the pressurization in the cabin. And we come back here. The altimeter here use the static port and pressure to measure the absolute pressure in the still or ambient air when the aircraft is in flight. And the bottom one is a directional gyro. Also another name for it is the horizontal situation indicator. Again, this one use the same principle as the attitude indicator. It's using the principle of rigidity in space of gyro. And both of them use the gyro rigidity in space characteristic. And after these four basic T, and I'm gonna talk about the 6 packs. But our B90 is a little weird here. I'll talk about the vertical speed indicator here first. As you see, it's a IVSI. It's a instantaneous vertical speed indicator, and it shows the rate of climb or descent in feet per minute. And vertical speed indicator also, it use the same pressure from the static pressure for the altimeter and the static pressure for airspeed airspeed gauge. It's kind of a combination of airspeed mechanism and altimeter mechanism. It's measuring the rate of change of the static pressure And normally here should be the turn coordinator, but it is here. Sorry, it is here. This is the turn coordinator. Again, this is used principle of gyro, but it using the gyro the precession characteristic, which is you apply a force on the gyro and the tilt gonna happen 90° in the direction of rotation. It shows the vertical axis movement, and during this turn and specific time, it will tell you how much degree you have already turned. And this one just to show you the roll and pitch attitude. And for this one, it's the radar altitude. It's a different kind of altitude altimeter because it's used the radar signal transmit some signals to ground and receive the signals back to airplane. So it's not relay on pressure in atmosphere, and the distance for this one is 20,000 from ground, and it's measuring the absolute ground above ground absolute level. And also we learned the compass. Here it's used the principle of magnesium. And also we did the compass swing outside with that one. No wings. Charlie Foxtrot Delta Victory India, the smaller one, small yellow one. And also I'm gonna brief introduce the on these two row. They are the few power plant gauge different like temperature, temperature, manifold pressure, RPM, fuel flow, oil pressure, coolant temperature, coolant pressure, RPM, and power plant torque. And also on the side of the pilot, also some fuel level indicator. It's using the principle of capacitance of measuring and measure the use the conductive principle measured by electrical material of air and fuel to tell the fuel level. And that's it for this section for AMEM2083 instrument. Thank you.